Musterxmedia presents a tribute to men that hate their jobs. Episode 10. The Scrawny Little Spit Fuck. Today was a bad day at work. Not for me, for a change, but for some scrawny little spit fuck who thinks he's a bad man. He must be about 13 or 14. Always in every single day, getting his Big Mac and fries or a hot cup of coffee because he don't want to go home in case he gets raped by his parents or beaten like the ginger stepchild he may be. Who knows? But he was never home. He was always out in town, especially during a lockdown, which says something really, that either his parents didn't give a fuck about him or his parents are shit parents and can't keep track of their kid. It doesn't matter. But he decided one day to give me a bit of stick, thinking he's all funny, trying to take the piss out of my name. How's it going, Paulina? He said. I said, well, it's going okay, mate, because I'm earning money and people like your parents are not. He looked at me and said, what's that supposed to mean? I looked at him back, looked him up and down in his scabby little clothes that are a little bit too small, especially after Christmas. He was wearing a coat that was not warm during the winter, and I pointed out, well, it's better than being on universal credit because you look like you're a kid of a universal credit background. He got all flustered and demanded he speaks to my manager, and I turned around to him and said, no boy, no, you're a little kid. You don't get to speak to the manager because you're not an adult, because they'll just laugh at you. You started chatting shit towards me. You pay the piper, my son. You pay the piper, because look at you. You're one of those scrawny little spit fucks, I said to him, that will eventually go to prison because you're such a bad boy. Go around thinking you're a bad man, that the whole world owes you respect and you demand respect, and yet you have failed to earn any of it. He looked at me and I said, look, one day you will go to prison if you carry on being a mouthy little shit. And one day you'll end up having an arsehole like a wizard's sleeve, because a little pussy boy like yourself with a scrawny little frame and a baby face, they are going to give you a 10-cock mouth. They will use you and abuse you and treat you as though a dog treats its fuck toy. He looked at me, all eyes watering. What? I said to him. You really think that I'm being unreasonable? He looked at me, still waters in the eye, trying to fight the tears back. Look, son, I said, you go around thinking that you're the bad man, and yet you're trying not to cry. If my words make you upset, then obviously you're not the bad man you think you are. You should treat people with respect. See, if you went to school, which you probably don't, you probably bunked school most of it before the pandemic started, your school should have a motto. I mean, my school did. It was treat others the way you wish to be treated yourself, was the school's motto. So if you're polite to me, I'm polite back to you. If I'm polite to you, I expect you to be polite back. But the minute that you're a rude, nasty little shit towards me, I'm going to treat you with the same respect, because the word is respect, something that you lack these days. Your whole generation lacks the respect because they haven't been smacked by their parents. They haven't learnt the words no. They don't even know the meanings to the word no. And it's as simple as that. He looked at me, head down, trying not to cry. I gave him a pat on the back. Next time, son, don't be such a cunt, I said. It's one thing to have a laugh, but to insult someone who's got a name and changing it because you think you're a bad man is not funny. It's not a joke. You'll end up having a reaction like this, and if I was on a bad day, you would know about it, because I would not be playing with you. He looked at me as I looked him up and down, and I noticed that there's a little pee stain on his trousers. He was now trying to hold his fear and piss in. Fucking hell. Another kid with a chip on his shoulder with pissy pants. What has this world come to?